Welcome back to Answers Excel Academy. Today I have three different spreadsheets in my Excel file, and each spreadsheet has sales data for various different stores, store A, B, and C. And what I'd like to do is combine all three tables into one master table and allow that master table to automatically update as I make changes to any of these store tables. So we're going to be using a function in order to achieve this. But before we get to that function, there's a couple other steps that we need to achieve. So the first step we need to do is convert all of these individual spreadsheets into data tables. So I'm going to click on each table, Control T on my keyboard, and make them a table. And then I'm also going to go ahead and name the tables. Now this is store C, so I'm going to go ahead and change the name over here to store C. And we're going to go ahead and do the same for the other ones as well. So we're going to convert this one to a table as well. And then I'm going to change the name over here to store B. And the same we'll do for store A as well. So now that all three data sets are converted into tables, we can go ahead and make another spreadsheet here. And this is going to be the combined spreadsheet of all the sales from all different stores. So we can call it master sales. And first of all, what we're going to do is, because all three tables have the same table headings, item, unit sold, order ID, and sales revenue, we can just copy this and we can go ahead and paste it over here. I'm going to paste as values. So paste special and paste values only. And we're going to go ahead and auto fit the column width as well for now. Now we can go ahead and add the data, the combined data for each store over here. Now, before we do that, in the master table, it's going to be hard to tell which product belongs to which store. So for each table over here, we need to make a separate helper column to make sure that we can identify which store it belongs to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another column right over here, and I'm going to call this store column. And this is the store A spreadsheet. So I'm going to write down store A, and I'm going to fill that into all of the remaining cells as well. And I'm going to go ahead into our table design, resize table, and I'm going to start at column A. So I'm just going to change this and press OK. Now, as you can see, the store is showing as well. So in our master table, we'll be able to tell which product belongs to which store. I'm going to repeat the process for the other ones as well, so that all spreadsheets are like this. So now, as you can see, I've updated all three tables. So we have an extra special helper column, if you will, which has the store name. Of course, for each table, it's the same name. So store C, this column is all store C, store B, and then store A. So now in our master table, we'll be able to tell which store the product corresponds to as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and add another column over here as well in my master sheet and name this store as well. So all of the column headers are matching with our individual tables as well. Now I can go ahead and into the top left data cell of this potential table, I'm going to write down equals to VSTACK. VSTACK is the vertical stack formula that will allow us to achieve what we're trying to do. And the array will be table store A, store B, store C. So those are the names of the tables as well. So we can go ahead into here, select the table, store A. We can remove these single quotations as well. And then array 2 will be store B, and array 3 will be store C. Now I'm going to go back to our master sales table so we can see how it looks like. And as you can see, this is how it looks like right now. Now, as you can see, it's not working. It's giving us a name error, which means the names of one of these stores is incorrect. So store C, for example, the name is store_C. Store B, store_B, and store A, store_A. So let's see what mistake we made. As you can see over here, we don't have the underscore between store and A, and that's our mistake. So I'm going to add the underscore, press enter, and there we go. We're getting all the data over here. and I can go ahead and expand and auto fit the column widths as needed. So as you can see, we have in total about 62 rows of data. Now what's interesting is that as the store tables update, so will the master table as well. So now that we have our master table, we can actually check if this auto updates whenever we make changes to our individual data tables as well. So what we'll do is we can see that store A data goes just up to row 20. The last piece of information we have is the coffee grinder. So I'm going to go into store A and I'm going to add one more row, and let's use, for example, electric kettle. Okay, and units sold, I'm going to put 4. Unit ID, I'm going to just make one up. Sales revenue, I'll again just make it up, and I'll put store A over here as well. Now let's see if this updated onto our master sales as well. As you can see, now we have 21 rows for table A, and the electric kettle shows as well. So it's an auto updating table as well, which means that our table is working. So that's how you can take individual tables in Excel and stack them together and combine them to make a master table that automatically updates as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you shortly on the next video.